What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want?
Protect our campus!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Protect our campus!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Protect our campus!
When do we want it?
The support over the last 5 days has been overwhelming and inspiring. Our team is so happy to see everyone who has shown up to stand in solidarity with us today and to support survivors in the Western community and beyond.
This year, I became a SOPH because I had heard the stories of students, first years, being sexually assaulted and not receiving the help they needed. I became a SOPH because I wanted to prevent sexual violence, and the fact that our school made it so hard for me to accomplish that task is heartbreaking.
All I want from this is for you to be able to say truthfully that you're doing everything in your power to advocate for the success and well-being of your students. We all know that hasn't been the case up to this point.
Western says it protects its students, but the numbers say otherwise.
What continues to eat away at me is this unshakable feeling that I've been complicit in allowing rape culture at Western University to propagate. Had I come forward earlier, would the institution have done anything to help prevent future incidents from occurring? Of course, none of these sentiments mattered after learning that up to 30 lives had been forever altered. 30. We've allowed for the worst case scenario to unfold.
I mentioned I was from the Red Zone research team. My team exists to conduct research in order to advocate for students. What more research needs to be done to show there is a problem at Western that is not going away? Western, HBK, there are no excuses left for you. Your students are not safe here. You are putting them in danger, and we should not have to be here protesting for our basic human rights.
Stop this violence! No more silence! Stop this violence! No more silence!
Stop this violence!
No more silence!
Stop this
Alan Shepard
violence!
said our campus is safe. Safe for who? Alan Shepard, do you know what it's like to be unsafe? Not just feel unsafe, but actually be unsafe where you live. Do you know what it's like to walk past the site? Do you know what it's like to walk past the site of the most traumatic experience of your life every day just to get to class? If your answer is no to either of those questions, then I don't want to hear another word from you about safety.
This is the reason that this event means so much to me today. The fact that Western students came together and realized that we need something more than just the extended drop-in counseling hours that are being offered.
I could go on about the injustices Western has enacted on first years SOPHs and the student body as a whole, but now I want to shift the focus to the survivors here.
About a year, just over a year ago, I was sexually assaulted, and I wrote a song to kind of help my healing journey. Music has been really helpful in helping me heal.
Yeah, you thought you could take me down, thought you could push me all around, and when I tried to resist, you put your fingers on my lips.
I wish someone had told me that I wasn't alone, that gender-based and sexual violence is such an immersed and normalized effect of our heteropatriarchal society that the majority of us have experienced it to some extent. I wish someone had told me that I didn't deserve it. No one does, ever. I wish someone had told me that our stories mattered, that what happened matters, and it makes sense for it to carry the way that it does. I wish someone had told me that it wasn't my fault and would keep repeating it until it made sense in my head. I wish someone told me that even if surviving this is the hardest thing that you've ever done, recovery is so worth it. There is a world waiting for you. There is love and there is happiness, and you will be okay.
Survivors, this week you may have been told all the news, all the details of just what happened Friday night. But maybe you weren't told that you matter. Maybe you weren't told that you did not deserve what happened to you, that it is not your fault. Maybe you weren't told to take a break from your classes, that the act of getting out of bed or showering or brushing your teeth or eating is a sign of your healing.
There is power in multitudes, and look at us. We're all here right now to make sure that our campus can become a safe space again. and remind everyone who has ever gone through this that they're supported and loved, especially the first-year students who are living in residence this year. From someone who has been through this, I am really sorry that you weren't protected the way that you deserved. We hope we can make you feel safe again.
We have a long way to go and many changes to make as a community, but this shows that we are not just sitting back, doing nothing and not caring. We are demanding for more, and we will not stop until we get it. For all the survivors of sexual assault who are listening, I want you to know that you are not alone. I see you, I hear you, I believe you, and I stand with you. Our voices will not be silenced.